Yeah, what's good, family? It's your boy Cadillac Jackson, and welcome to the best 90 minutes of your day.
What is good, family? It's your boy OGSneekerz. I am not on the dream team. I am on the cream team because kicks rule everything around me. What's up, B-More?
And I am Beard Jedi, a.k.a. the Black Alex B. Keaton, a.k.a. Shupak Shakur, a.k.a. the Boss Kick Ross, a.k.a. Kick Flair, a.k.a. Martin Shoot the King, and the a.k.a. that predates my real name, Jack Swagless. And this is Talkin Kicks, man. Episode 2, Season 1. We in the building. What's up to everybody? The Kick Talk is in the building. Before we get into the show, I want to quarterback this over to OG real quick to remind the people, if this is your first time coming in or if you repeat from last week, remind them about the giveaways we're doing for Season 1 if you could, OG.
All right, family. So we have double dope sponsors for Season 1 of Talkin Kicks. They are Dezcustomz, Creative Custom Kicks, and FootageSociety, and they have all come together to create some dope giveaways for the first season. So you all know that right now Dez and Creative Custom Kicks are just killing the custom game. You've seen them do customs for the Atlanta Braves, Bryce Harper. You've seen them do customs for a number of the Redskins players and Ravens player in the DMV. They've done customs for Ben Roethlisberger. They've even done customs for professional golfers. I'm just saying.
Golfers got swag too.
You're going to have an opportunity to win a full custom, not just your name, airbrushes on the side of the shoe, a full custom, $300 value from Creative Custom Kicks and Dezcustomz. But that's not it. There's more. You also will have a chance to win a $150 certificate for any shoe in FootageSociety. Now, if the shoe is more than $150, then you're going to have to put whatever else on top. But any shoe that they have in the store, you'll get $150 towards your purchase of any shoe. So you say, oh, gee, what am I got to do to get on this giveaway? You have to subscribe to the Talkin Kicks podcast on YouTube and subscribe to Talkin Kicks, or follow Talkin Kicks on Instagram. Follow Dezcustomz and Creative Custom Kicks, that is creative with a K, Custom Kicks on Instagram, and follow FootageSociety on Instagram, as well as follow Dezcustomz on YouTube.
If you can't figure out how to spell those, you can look at my little tagline down below. Look at that. I got FootageSociety, Dezcustom Kicks, and Creative Custom Kicks in there.
Absolutely. We'll also have the information in our feed on Instagram as well. So, and eventually we're going to try to get, kind of all of the instructions tagged in these shows once they post to the YouTube channel. So you'll always be able to go and look in the comments, or look in the information on each episode and be able to find that. But that's all you have to do. You don't have to pay no money. You don't have to buy a ticket. You don't have to do anything. After the 7th episode, we'll have a 2-week break. And during that break is when we're going to choose the winner. And it'll probably be posted up maybe that first or second week. We haven't quite decided, but you'll know. It'll probably be a video that'll be posted that will announce the winners, and you get in contact with us and we'll go from there. If your channels are private and we can't verify that you followed everything that you're supposed to follow, we'll just go through and pick somebody else. But yeah, do that. Much respect and shout outs to Dezcustomz and Creative Custom Kicks and FootageSociety. They came forward in a big way to support what we're doing and to really support you guys, because we do this for you. And so, salute.
Appreciate that, OG. And for the people who are actually looking for shirts, this is where the rubber meets the road, man. So y'all want one of these Talkin Kicks shirts? You know what I'm saying? Y'all been talking about it since we had them. So this is what we're gonna do.
Those shirts.
I need that shirt. Yo, OG, how can I get that shirt? I need that shirt, man. What's up? How can I get that shirt?
Lighten us up. So we don't end up passing these out like Trump passing out paper towels.
With the weak ass jumper.
I mean that motherfucker. I want to slap his coo for y'all so bad. So y'all need to email us, talkinkicks@gmail.com. TalkinKicks@gmail.com. Email us your PayPal email that you're using. If you want to just email us from that makes more sense. The size that you want. Understand that the shirt is going to be $25 and it's going to be $5 for shipping. So you'll be $30 in. You're not paying anything yet. All right. Send us that email. We will give you this show and next show to have those emails in. I will be sending out the invoices the following Friday after the next show. That will need to be paid. So the following Friday after the next show is the 13th. I will be sending out those invoices. We will need to have you paid by the 15th so we can start production to get those out to you ASAP. It's very simple. If we don't meet the number that we need to meet to make these shirts, you'll get an email that just says, unfortunately, we didn't make the number. There's no shame in that. I just didn't want to take people's money and ended up having to give it back or have expectations or anything like that. I think once we get the money and get everything in, we close this off on the 15th. We should probably have shirts within a week. If you want to know who's actually printing the shirts for us, it is our homies over at Sneakerheads clothing line.
Yep.
So shout out to Jason and Sneakerheads crew. We appreciate y'all for going in with us on this. We are paying for these shirts. This is not a gift. So when we say that you have to pay for it, please, if you decide to send us an email, either have that money set aside or, like I said, you got 2 Fridays. For most of y'all, we should catch one of your paychecks. Put that money aside, and once we send out the invoices, that's when we'll be ready to go. So, again, send us your email. We're taking emails up until the 13th. 13th, we're going to send out invoices. We need your size, and we'll send those out for you. And we need to have that paid by the 15th. Production starts. After that, if you didn't put in for a shirt, you might not get one.
So I got a question. I know somebody's going to ask.
Yeah.
Can I get a pink one? Can I get a chartreuse one? Can I get a tie-dye one?
Can I get that tangerine that match my phones be?
I'm glad y'all asked that question. The first run for the first season of shirts will be black with white type, with the white lettering, like we had on at SneakerCon. Me and Caddy both had that shirt on, black with the white. So it is what it is, man. We appreciate y'all for supporting. We don't hold no grudges if you don't. It's not a problem. Like I said, we made these shirts for us. We didn't know y'all actually wanted them. And so we appreciate anybody who's considering buying the shirt. But if you send that email, put that $30 aside so that when we send the invoice, we ain't got no problems.
And y'all in the chat, remind us, we'll say this again at the end, just so people will say, well, I didn't know it wasn't there. You didn't say nothing about no shirts. I don't know what you're talking about.
So now that we got done paying bills, let me speak to the best family on YouTube. I done started like 9 million people say that on YouTube, like all the YouTubers say that, but we appreciate y'all for real. So Pop Lewis is in the building. Crease Kicks again. We appreciate you kicking it with us from over the pond, man. College Park 81, what's good, big brother? Gabriel Kicks is in the building. V's Kicks, what's good, sis? Kicks Dreams United. 804 Kings of Bars and J's. Hey, bro, when that album dropping? Jesus. Q the Queen's in the building. What's good?
Records.
I'm saying. Q the Queen's in the building. What's good, Pimp? Sneakerhead Clothing Line is in the building. Tay Baltimore is in the building. Balenciaga Bobby's in the building. Sneaker Files. Lars Young. Lars, I saw you doing the workout in the sand. Slow that down, bro. Ain't nobody trying to keep up with you. Warrior Blood's in the building. Who else we got in here? Is that about it for the crew? I saw Kev earlier. What's up, Buckeye City Soul? Kev, we appreciate you, brother. Pain 82 in the building. I think that's all I see on my list. I know the chat's been popping and I missed a lot of it. OG Kicks is in the building as well. And I think I'm caught up. Is that about it?
Did you say
we
Fresh
good?
Kicks?
I didn't say Fresh Kicks, but Fresh Kicks, what's good, brother? Appreciate you. I think we got everybody. Don Turner, I just saw Don Turner stroll in. We appreciate you.
He's in the building.
So yeah, you know how we do. We start off the show. We're going to talk about Hump Day Heat. Hump Day Heat for the day. I'm interested in knowing what Mr. Cleveland has on over there. Sir. Today you're Cleveland.
Yes, today I'm Cleveland.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me look. G4 about to snipe me. Look, I didn't see you in here, G4. I'm sorry. My bad, Trey Wrongs. My bad. All right.
All right. So today I pulled out the quote unquote skunk Air Max 1's.
I've never seen those.
Overseas release.
Should have known the plug had something exclusive.
So that's what I rock today. Dope shoe, fall shoe. So Yeah. Went in the bag today.
I see. We waiting on y'all to tell us what y'all had on so we can read it off in the chat too, if you don't mind. OG, what did you wear today, brother?
Well, today was an Air Max day, or not Air Max, an Air Force One day. So I rocked them good FlyKnit Air Force Ones, and real comfy, which is anti for a Air Force One, but I know we're going to talk something about that later. And if I can, real quick, I want to just shout out a couple of people, because I did say that if you hit the tag TK Hump Day Heat, that we would expose you, feature you on the podcast. So shout out to J Manning 06. Y'all can see that he was rocking them runner heats today.
That's a Saucony quilt.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And let me also give a huge shout out to Young Civic, who's always getting it in. He was giving you foam gang today. Much foam love.
804 Kings of Phones and J's will send that check in the mail, brother, for rocking those.
Absolutely. And then big shout out to the big homie Tony at Kick Dreams United. He's rocking those. I believe those are KD 9s, if I'm not mistaken. So appreciate. And I've been watching those, man. I'm waiting for the price to come down because I really want to grab them, but I'm just waiting. But shout outs to everybody that used that TK Hump Day Heat today. Appreciate that, and continue to do that, and we'll continue to expose you. Feature you on the podcast.
I will say those KDs look good on feet, bruh. I hadn't seen those on feet. Those don't look bad.
Yes, sir.
Those don't look bad,
dude. $74. Oh man,
it's time to cop. It's time to cop.
Yeah, it's time to cop for real.
Yeah. It's time to cop on those. That's not a bad look. I might check those out when I go to outlet tomorrow. Q the Queen had on the Ralph Lauren loafers. A day in the life. Hey, sometimes it's work, sometimes it's play.
Them W2 form loafers. All right.
Hold up. Kick Dreams United said he got the Jordan 32 low for $74. Is that even out? Maybe I'm just reading wrong.
We might have a typo somewhere in there.
I'm just saying, Jordan 32 low. You didn't get another one for your boy?
Yeah, I'm saying that sounds like a hella typo.
Yeah. Okay.
That might be the 31. I'm hoping that's the 31.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's 31 too. Yeah. You got the 32s for the low.
32. We might talk 32. We might have to come to Baltimore and come see you.
We have to roll through, right?
You on team extra early.
Crease Kick said Caddy being disrespectful as usual. Yeah, that's usually how he goes. Gabriel Kicks 23. I was rocking my phone stealth. G4 had on the 91 flights. The black Air Jordan 4s, the motorsports is what Lars had on today. That's such a clean shoe, man. It's like I keep waiting to pull the trigger on that, and I'm gonna miss out. I know I'm gonna miss. I need to hurry up. Jamie Whitehead on the 9-to-5 coach loafers. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Absolutely.
Ain't nobody mad. Ain't nobody mad at the work. A lot of y'all had actual work job today on Hump Day. You had to dress up and tuck your shirt in. AJ1 patent leather is what Balenciaga Bobby had on. Crease Kicks had on the shattered toe ones. Shattered toes? I don't know. I'm assuming that's the shattered ones with the black toe is what you mean? I don't know. Shattered toe ones, what he said. I don't know what he was saying. I don't know. Sneakerheads had on the Air Jordan 1 Cyber Mondays. Pain 82 had on the work boots with the steel toes. You got to work. Everybody had to work today. Subtempo Black is what Gone Postal 28 had on. And Q the Queen said, yeah, that shirt tucked in. That's what you got to do on Wednesday, man. I had on, I don't know if y'all saw it on the gram, but I had on the Air Tech Challenge. I'd like to call these the grandma living rooms, because this look like the couch or the carpet that she had. The two different color suedes with the tan. So I had on my living rooms today with the fat laces. Y'all know how I do. It's not a bad kick, man. I had a couple people asking. I didn't go nowhere. It wasn't even major errands. They're like, "Oh, those are nice." I was like, "Okay, grandma, just reminding you of your crib. I understand. Your player days. Don Turner had on the Saucony Jazz. That's what's up. Red Wing work boots. That's what's up. Pain 82. I appreciate that, brother. Pain, we gonna have to talk, bro. I think you need an intervention. Because the videos for SneakerCon pickups kept coming. Now, when I saw you, you had 6 pair, and then you had 9 pair, and I know you've put up like 7 videos on SneakerCon pickups. So I just, the first thing you have to do is admit it, and I think you've been lying to us. You copped 34 pair, and you had your own plane for the shoes coming back from Sneaker. Just say it. Just
Pain to rob the Nike truck. That's all. Just admit it. Just admit it. You ain't nobody. We in the trust tree. We in the nest. We ain't gonna tell nobody.
He had way too many shoes, bro.
Way too many.
That's why he had Little Pain doing the intro for his video, because he was still unloading the shoes from the truck.
I think so.
He had to get Little Pain to do the intro for the video, which he did a great job. Shout out. We need to get him on here.
Pop Lewis has got his hand up. I'm assuming that he's raising his hand or he's telling us to stop. I don't know which one it is, but Pop, feel free to type up what you need to say. We'll definitely get to it. It's time for us to get the pickups. Now, OG is usually the culprit this week, every week, but I'm gonna go ahead and go with him first to see what he's got this week. Get your 9 pair out the way. Get your little measly pairs.
Why are you trying to say I'm the Molly Mall of the crew? Really?
Let me get my blanket.
This is not the West Wing. But can I say one thing first?
Go ahead. Let me tuck myself in.
No. Why y'all not doing the FootageSociety challenge? I just need to know. I mean, you got 804 out there doing an
804 is making a mixtape.
Which is I ain't mad. Bars for stars, but do y'all not understand what we're doing? Do y'all? You know where it comes from. I'm not saying that, but we just flipped it. It's for the kicks. Just come on, family. I need to see some more bars. People say, yeah, I'm gonna do. Come on, Buckeye. Cut back on a couple of them double up picks and just give me 18 bars, 16. Just give me a fresh 16 and then go back to taking the pictures. Please.
Hey, call out the people that roll with us. G4.
Yeah.
Where you at, Trey?
Come on, Black.
Trey wrong.
Come on. Look, you can
get a verse Trey wrong.
Yeah. You could give it to me quartet style. Come on, bro. Just put it there. Come on, Black ass African. I really need that. Cue the queen. Look, I don't need an apology. I don't want you to butter me up in the comments. I just need you to spit 16. If you the queen, spit 16.
Bars.
Black ass African, I don't see you in the chat. That will be one demerit. We also need your bar, sir.
Look, and Crease, I need you and baby keep Crease to to spit a few. He can give you the wow, and then you can just go ahead and spit.
Pain 82, you have the in the booth starter set on with the glasses and the necklace.
No doubt. Oh my goodness.
Go ahead and spit a couple bars. Thank you, sir.
You got the chain. Look, you got the dancing girl built in, bro. Come on.
Attention, V's Kicks. Attention, V's Kicks. Please get on the microphone and spit 16. Thank you.
Y'all just need to come on with it.
My bad. We definitely would like to see y'all participate.
Come on, y'all. It's all about fun. Nobody out here trying to, get a Grammy or nothing.
Before y'all spit these bars, please don't get ratchet. Don't put out your personal life story like I be murdering for the kicks. Like whoa.
Actually, I'm here for that.
Yeah. Actually, look, that was both my daughters when they heard Beard's bars. They were like, I choke a kid for the kicks. They were in the car cracking up. So,
hey, depending on the shoe, it might catch a boat.
You know what?
Hey,
you
I'm
ain't
in the blue flame
lied.
for the kicks.
Yeah, look, OG need to get them. Move out the way. Move! Get out the way. Get out the way.
But go ahead, OG. I got
more. Come on.
I gotta see the dope box you got in hand, bro.
All right, so this has got to be one of the best sneaker boxes I've seen in a good long while. If you don't know, over the weekend Nike dropped a Special Forces Air Force One to commemorate the anniversary of, in 1984, Nike was going to drop the Air Force One. And there were 3 shops in Baltimore, 2 of which are no longer there, but one of the 3 was DTLR, who obviously is still in business, that went to Nike and said, hey, we think the shoe is hot. You shouldn't get rid of it. Send them to us. And over that time period, they were exclusively the only place, I believe it was Cinderella, DTLR, and Pop chime in if you can remember, or Kick Dreams, what the third one is. But so they dropped this shoe over the weekend. It was an exclusive only to Baltimore and only to DTLR. They had it at 2 stores. I think it was like 300 pairs between the 2 stores. Just a really, really a dope idea. So let me show you the kick, but I got to show you what came with it. Bruh, they did a whole comic book, an entire comic book about this whole experience. So it was Charlie, RLDIO, Rildo Sports, Downtown Locker Room, and Cinderella Shoes. A lot of sticker swag. That's the actual shoe. And then a nice little pin. Yeah, you can't see that because of the reflection there. You can kind of see it. But all of that was that was just the packaging that came with every pair of shoes. Now, the shoe itself, as I said, is the Special Forces Air Force One, the mid, and has this dope strap. And yeah, the leather is for real. It's not that fake out leather. It is that. Y'all see that? Come on now. That's
Grandma
the real
hands on deck.
Yeah. That's the real grandma's hand.
There we go. Look, we done talked about you, Brian.
Now,
Nike.
baby.
Oh,
Now,
no.
baby.
You started it. Okay. And just a really, you know, I'm gonna rock the heck out of this in the wintertime. So I only have one issue with what they did. The packaging and everything is out of this world. And I can't take credit for the originality of it. So I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. I was in IG with Pop and he mentioned, and I totally agree. I wish that they have put Be More or something for Be More, like Be More 84 or something like that, on the shoe somewhere, as opposed to only on the strap. Because my whole thing with Air Force Ones that I always struggle with is the damn strap. Yeah. Now the Special Forces one is different because it has a, you know, a kind of different way. So you could kind of still wear it. Because I know a lot of people, when they rock the Air Force Ones, they just let the strap, you know, flap around the back. But of course, in this case, you don't want to do that because that's what you want people to see, you know, when you're rocking the shoe. And they also have some of, I don't want to pull the insole out, but probably if I get the light just right, you can kind of see some of it.
Oh, the cartoons
some of that,
inside.
Yeah, some of that same cartoon that they had in the comic book is actually on the insole, which is another really dope touch. So shout out to Nike and to DTLR. First of all, in this area, DTLR is getting it in, you know, with the different, you know, exclusives they do to try to highlight the DMV area. So mad respect to them. But again, I'm not really on the Special Forces that much, but this was a shoe I really needed to get. Shout out to Kick Dreams for posting up on Instagram the day before, reminding me of it so I could actually take a chance and go out there and pick it up. So it's probably going to be it'll be in my top 10 at the end of the year because it's just a dope thing for this area for sure.
That's what's up. You only picked up one shoe this week?
That's it, baby.
What?
One and done.
Wow.
What?
One and done.
I'm shocked at that.
Whose man is this?
But hold up. But next week you'll find out why. Because I had this. It's some things going on this week. And Cadillac, I hope you save because that thing dropping tomorrow, Friday.
Is it tomorrow? Yeah, it is. It's Friday, ain't it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm already ready.
We'll get into that later.
Yes, sir.
Cadillac, what did you pick up this week, sir?
Well, I feel a little. I don't know. I have two.
Oh,
Oh,
you went up the man.
I know. It's kind of crazy.
You got the juice now.
So, what is it? I was in the outlet in Brooklyn at the Nike community store, and somehow or another, these popped in the outlet. The Nike Air Max 1 Latin Heritage Month joints. And
So
got them for, what is it? $150, 20% off the wall, plus a $10 coupon, walked out with them for $120.
It just came out.
Literally just came out, and somebody returned them. And
Disrespectful.
crazy.
Usually they exclude that stuff from the 20% off when it's a brand new release. They be like, "Oh, these are up front. You can't get these."
Bro, I seen that. I looked, and you know how you try to act surprised. You see the 20%, but you try to, and you're like, "Oh, are these 20% off too?"
Oh.
And the guy looked at me like, "Yeah, nigga, you know they was 20%." And I'm like, "I know. I just wanted you to confirm for me. Now ring these up."
Take the shoes, big fella.
Exactly. You know the rules. I'm gonna take these shoes. So that was the first pickup. The second one, I ain't gonna call out no names, so I'll just leave it at that. But I will give a huge shout out to Laced Up Albany and Laced Up Palisades, because your customer service was
Impeccable.
exactly.
Beyond. I will be shopping them first for any shoe that I'm looking for. Absolutely.
Yeah. So Laced Up Albany, Laced Up Palisades, y'all did your thing. The second one was the Jordan 9 Kobe.
Hercules.
And I will admit, ladies and gentlemen, I am not a Kobe fan, but I am a fan of this shoe. And I ended up getting this shoe for $130, brand new. Now, they had it on their site pre-owned, but when I looked at the shoe, it was brand spanking new. This shoe had never been worn. So, Laced Up Albany, Laced Up Palisades, appreciate y'all. I ain't gonna call out who went above and beyond to get me these shoes, but y'all know who y'all are, and y'all can go to hell.
What you trying to say?
Rude. It's very
Like I said, like I said, y'all can go to hell.
You know what? He needs a shirt that just says, "I'm so disrespectful."
Rude, yeah.
Or just I'm disrespectful. It's
very rude.
That might pop up.
The D hat, you know, disrespectful.
Whoa. Exactly. You say you gotta get the D hat. Don't. Okay, now you talking to me like you don't know me. Don't.
You know what?
Don't make me act like that kid Patches. Like, don't be disrespectful, dog.
Y'all just got.
Yeah, I mean,
that wasn't.
He's like, you gotta get that D hat. Whoa.
Put the D on your head,
whoa. Pineapple.
Wow.
No,
I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable.
I don't feel safe.
I got two pickups this week, but I'm only showing one. Those who know about the second pick understand why. It's a very special shoe that I'll have to show at some other time. But the shoe that I will show is in the Pantheon. Well, actually, never mind. The shoe that I will show is part of the collection that we've got going. There's one more shoe I need to get. This is the Harlem Wrens, the Black 5 high tops. This is a brand new shoe, dead stock. Got them from Foot Soldiers on eBay, and they had them for $170. I shot them $50. They shot me $85. I shot them $70, and that's what I got them for, $70. So my streak of copping shoes for less than $100 is still going on well for this year.
The streak continues.
It still got where the price tag was on there, the little I forget what they call these things, zip tie or whatever. But that's on there. The leather quality on these shoes is, it's not the best, especially considering this line. But the shoe, this was my favorite Harlem Ren shoe. I got the Air Force Ones too, but I wasn't, I'm not really Air Force One dude. This shoe though, I'm glad I was able to get this bad boy. So that was my only cop for this week that I can share. Yeah, man, that's what we got going on. Before we get into the lace up, where we talk about all our topics for this week, I want to get into the releases real quick. Pop Lewis is talking again. Y'all see something? Can we see a better view? Gabriel Kicks, better view of what? I want to make sure that we holler at the chat because y'all are really the reason we do this. Crease Kick said that he appreciates your disrespectfulness, Caddy.
I appreciate that. I try to be highly disrespectful every time.
You're always successful.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm working on my craft.
I wanted to ask what Gabriel Kicks wanted us to see a better view of before we moved on to the rest of the show. Maybe, because of the delay, we might just have to move on and come back and catch you. But we want to get into
he wants to see our Harlem Rens joint.
So yeah, it's got the Rens. I'm trying to get it right in the camera. It's got the Rens on the back quarter panel. Talk about like it's a car. On the passenger side quarter panel, you got the Rens. Nothing special, just the SB, so you know what this looks like. And on the tongue of all of the Black Fives, they got Black Fives up there. So it's a dope shoe, man. Do your homework.
Mean shoe, bro.
It really is, man. That was one of my favorites that I saw, for sure. So I appreciate you, Gabriel, for even liking those, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, V's Kicks. Before we get into the lace up, though, we're going to go ahead and talk about the releases. We got a pretty lengthy release list, so we're going to try and fly through this for you so we can give enough time to the lace up. But Cadillac Jackson, I would appreciate it if you could do us the honor, sir.
Yes, sir. For the releases this week, today we have, if y'all can see the screen.
Yes, sir, we see you.
We have the D Lillard 4 Rip City at $115. Dropped today on Adidas.com. Will drop at global retailers this Friday. Pretty dope shoe. Got that white, black, and red colorway, that Rip City Portland Trailblazers colorway.
I think it's a good look. It's definitely a good look. I like how they morphed into the second version. So,
yeah, it probably has that. Looks like it has that bounce technology in it too.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a good ride too. Very cushiony.
My shoe game tight all day, all night is saying thumbs down. Don Turner saying garbage. He's sleeping.
That's because it's Rip City and they can't see nothing.
It's a personal beat. I understand.
Just ignore them right now.
I understand.
Right.
What's the price point on those, Caddy?
$115.
That's not a bad price.
Not a bad price. Now you don't get that boost. You get the Nike. You get that Adidas bounce.
Warrior Blood, stop. Bounce is
D-Lillard
not hard
to make
to
that
tell.
shoe.
I disagree, sir. Sorry.
No, D-Lillard wanted to make the shoe affordable, so to make it affordable, bounce technology rather than boost technology.
Boost, no
I can
doubt.
appreciate that.
All right, next shoe we got on the list is the Saner Nike Air Force One Los Primeros Latin Heritage Month Master Jaguar for $150. Drops this Friday on the Nike SneekerZ app and select retailers.
Is that pony hair or is that painted leather?
That is pony hair to look like cheetah print.
Yeah, I will probably, if it's affordable and available, I would probably buy that.
Yeah, that shoe is on my list depending on how things go Friday.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got priorities.
Yeah, and we'll get into that in a second. The next shoe on the list this Friday, the Nike Special Field Air Force One High Midnight Blue for $150 on the Nike SneekerZ app, and it's global retailers.
That motherfucker's dope. That's dope.
Listen, I saw this shoe and immediately, I have the black pair. I immediately wanted to get rid of the black pair for this pair.
That's dope.
With the gum bottom. The gum bottom is what did the trick on these.
That's dope. Navy is such a slept on colorway for shoes in general. Like people don't really fuck with it, but this is dope.
Now the chat seems like they're in for it. So
yeah, everybody's thumbing up this one. Yeah, man, that boy is cold. Yeah, that's a bad one right there, man.
All right, now the next two shoes are part of the Kith collaboration with Nike and Scottie Pippen. We have the Kith Nike Air Pippen 1 in black pony hair, $205, dropping at Kith stores and Kith online.
I'm good. Good on that one, bro.
I don't need that one. I don't need that one.
Yeah,
OG?
No, I'm good. That looked like the stray that used to come through my neighborhood.
yo. So that cat that just stop and look at you and just be like,
"Hey, you ain't putting no bowl out today. I'm out. Peace."
I'll be on this car, brother. The next one is the Kith Nike Air Pippen 1 Chimera, $205. Kith stores and Kith online only.
Now that's the one I put the meow mix out for.
Yes, sir. That's the one you come over, you call the cat over like, pss, pss, pss. Let me put this little bowl right here with the milk and the good food out for you. Come here, kitty.
Yes, yeah, when I first saw them, I was like, okay, that's a win because it's different. And then I see the Air Force Ones, and I'm like, there's a way to be different and better. And the Air Force One is the different, better version of that shoe. So again, Pippen is a miss. Yeah. Pippen's best thing was dunking on Ewing. Anything else is useless. It was disrespect for no reason. I'm sorry, Pippen. I didn't mean to do that.
Oh my goodness! So
I'm off these mouth and off that yak skip.
All right, for the October 7th releases, we have the Air Jordan 3 GG Anthracite and Metallic Red Bronze for $140. GS sizes, Nike sneaker app, and Jordan retailers.
Great shoe. I'd probably skip it anyway, but that's not a bad look for the GS. It's not a bad look, man. For all you little feets, that's a win.
Yeah, I'm good. My kid wouldn't be getting those.
Why? Just because you can't?
No, it's just nothing about that shoe. Looks like that's the after school shoe. That shoe is going to get beat to hell. There's going to be a lot of kids beating that shoe to hell this fall.
I agree. G4 saying they dope. Gabriel kicks thumbs up. V's kicks thumbs down. Q the Queen said it's kind of dry.
V's kicks is a black Russian judge. I don't.
Sneaker Files call them the poor man's fear threes. Yeah, I hear on that. JP could have kept these. All right. I mean, looks kind of ashy. All right. Well, them joints dry as ever. All right. Y'all don't like them. Slow down. Slow down. They killing them.
Kick Dream said it looked like biscuits and peanut butter.
Moving right along.
Right. Shit, that made me thirsty. Shit, go ahead.
We have the Nike Air Up Tempo GS Dark Stucco for $130 on Nike.com and global retailers.
Can I just say every colorway for this shoe does not work?
Absolutely. And I will let you know this now. I am tired of seeing this shoe.
Yeah, I know how I feel about it. So
I've seen this shoe in like 36 different colorways in the past 4 weeks. I'm tired of this shoe.
That's all right. They're gonna hit you with the shattered backboard colorway, and then it's gonna be all the hype. Next shoe, bro.
All right, the next shoe we have the Air Jordan 1 Grandma FlyKnit Royal for $180.
Why you gotta hit it with the grandma? Really? Go ahead, man.
Cause that looked like that grandma sweater that she done knitted for you for Christmas.
Baby,
here you go, baby. I know I don't want you to get arthritis in your feet now, baby. You put these on and you stay warm. $180 on the Nike SneekerZ app and select retailers.
If I didn't have 2 pair of Royals and a pair of bootleg fragments, I'd probably look at those because I think someone else said it'd be good for the gym, and that would definitely be dope. But I might have to pass on the Afghan ones, bro.
Oh, jeez. Nah, I'm good. I mean, I like them, but they're not gonna catch me getting every one of these. Like, oh, well, you get these, and then you get the FlyKnits, and no, I'm not gonna do that.
Nah, I'm OG will end up copying this pair. Watch.
Okay.
OG's about to be up there like, I'm not getting these. I really don't want these, but I'm not getting them. I don't like them. Next thing you know, what is good? You're the tube. This is OGSneekerz, and I got a new pickup for you, and it is fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might pass on those.
Now you're being disrespectful. Stop that. Stop. Hashtag stop it.
FlyKnit 1 is boo-boo, is what Sneakerhead said. Hey, appreciate that, Payne. Talking about my bootleg frags. Go ahead, Caddy. What you got next, brother?
And last but not least, released today, the Under Armour Curry 4 Chinas, which released overseas in China and at one store in California.
They got the shoe in China. I'm sorry.
Bruh, I'm so mad he went Nikki for a quick second. What? Yo, I think you hurt Beard.
I was already hurt looking at the shoe, and then OG that, hey man, look, that shoe is trash.
Oh man, that shoe will give you epilepsy. That shoe.
Wait, like, Don Turner is over there saying this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Come on, DT. I know you just think it's
he said the acid trip Curry 4s. That is absolutely correct.
Exactly.
Absolutely. And here's the sad part: is that's not a bad shoe for Under Armour. Like
Coyote 4s.
Yeah, this is definitely the Cheech and Chong special. I'm good on these, bro. I'm good on these, man.
Looks like a swim shoe. My shoe game tight all day and all night.
Crease Kick said that they are straight butt cheeks. Sneakerhead said that these are dope. Must cop. I don't believe you. Imagine that shoe in the 13.
He must got it in his head.
You wear that shoe in a size 13, people will be passing out.
Look like a canoe.
Bruh, ain't nobody wearing that in a size 13. That's probably a size 4 in the picture.
That shit is problem. You're gonna be walking on 6th Street and tripping people on 3rd Street, big fella. That shit is terrible.
Bruh, I'm cool on those. I'm cool on those.
So come back to us, Caddy. Let's go ahead and get into the lace up. For the topics this week, we're kind of all over the place. We give you some shoe topics, we give you shoe related topics, and then we give you a bunch of other shit that we just want to talk about. So let me go ahead and set up the clock, make sure that we're correct for this one here. And we want to give you the chat, a time to respond and say stuff. So we'll probably be talking more like a couple minutes and then go to the chat and see what y'all got to say. We want to make sure we include y'all in the ratchetry that we got going on. So on the clock begins. The first topic we got up is the LeBron 15s. Now we've seen them. We've been meaning to talk about this for like 2 or 3 weeks. We've had time to digest them. If you were at SneakerCon Atlanta, some of us got a chance to see those in hand. We got to see a couple different colorways, from the off-white with the roses to the black and reddish to the Oreos to the stealth black. I wanted to know what y'all think about those. Caddy, what you think about those LeBron 15s?
Well, I'll put it to you like this. What's really going to drive that shoe is the colorways, because the shoe is not, silhouette-wise, it's not a great-looking shoe. The potential of the colorways was really going to push that shoe. Now, the ash colorway is colorway I love. So I want to see what else they do. If they do the FlyKnit multicolor, I think that'll be dope on that shoe, but it really depends on the colorways for me.
OG, what you think about those, man?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have much to add past what Caddy said. I totally agree. I think I've said before, I don't remember what conversation it was, but, those shoes are built for performance, number one. Lightweight, making use of the, new technology and all of that. That's the primary function for them. So it is definitely, performance over swag for sure. But those joints that Maverick Carter had on with the flower print and the zipper down the front, that would be an easy cop for me if those were to ever drop. I could also envision like a silhouette, like the I'm drawing a blank now, but the foams that have the
Supreme foams.
Yeah, the Supreme foams. If they did something like that on that shoe, I think that would be so dope. So I 100% I agree with Caddy. I think in terms of anything beyond the court, people are gonna, it's gonna depend on what the colorways are looking like.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been sold on that shoe from the moment I saw it. I don't like the texture. It looks like the Game of Thrones shoe. It's got those scales and pimples and acne going on. I think it's an ugly texture on the shoe. Now I agree with G4 and the rest of the chat and y'all that said it's going to be a good performance shoe. But looking at it, like LeBron has fallen off. I think somebody said in the chat as well. Might have been Gone Postal or somebody said after the first 10, LeBron fell off hard. And I gotta agree. These shoes are not becoming of the best player in the league. It's just not a good looking shoe.
Well, you know what it is? It's the shoes are being made performance wise. Like you look at these shoes that are being made now, they're not being made to be worn with jeans and to be worn, the way shoes were made before. These shoes are being made to be worn with joggers and Nike Tech Fit pants and yoga pants and compression pants. Like,
but why it's gotta look like alligator skin?
Listen, I don't know. I can't tell you that answer. But the right colorway, like if you look at the LeBron 9, if you go back to the LeBron 9, the LeBron 9 silhouette wise was an ugly ass shoe. It was an ugly shoe. They put that they put that foam posit material on the side of it for some pairs, but the colorways is what sold that shoe. Like that Big Bang 9 colorway and the China colorway, that sold that shoe. This is one of these shoes.
I want to see what they do with it. Sneaker File is saying with knit patterns, they can do some really creative stuff on such big canvases. Multicolors will sell and knit photos will sell. We'll see. I mean, it's still LeBron. So, the day that we see those lining the outlets like we see all the other LeBrons, I'm just saying. Don Turner said with those LB15s, maybe they won't be as uncomfortable to put on. That's the only positive thing I can give them. I guess it's a sock with a sole, so it shouldn't be hard. College Park 81 called them the Fraggle Rock 15s. I agree with that, sir. The 15s look like they got some inspiration from the Flintstones, straight bedrock. I agree with that, Crease Kicks. It's not. I'm glad I'm not the only one that's not a fan of those at all. I think that we're getting, and this is another topic. This will probably be the next topic. I might shuffle this up. We're getting to the point to where now we got the performance thing, we got this knit thing that's going on, and leather is the outlier. Like, what about? Let's just go into that because this topic's dead. We can go to the next topic. It's fucking
and Pain82, I'm so sorry that you feel that I disrespected the foam gang because I couldn't remember the Supreme foams. Sometimes you just can't remember, brother. No shade on the foam gang whatsoever.
Rest.
So we're gonna get to this next one here. So the next topic that was on here was talking about that. It's talking about the different materials. Is leather dead? And we sat up there and we watched Jordans. The split between the old Jordans and everything else new seems to be leather to knit material. So what do y'all think? Is leather dead? Will there be any more leather shoes coming out that are considered premium, or will we have to pay, if they're considered premium in leather, will we have to pay $400 to $500 like they did in them Jordans, and everything will be knit?
Now I'll tell you what's crazy. We got those Jordan 1 Royals with pretty nice leather, and we paid $160 for them.
Yeah.
Now you're coming out with FlyKnit Jordan 1s, and you want us to pay $180 for them.
Oh, is that the price point for those?
Yes.
I didn't
$180.
know that. Well, that is some bullshit, sir.
So exactly. So it's like we can't get premium leather without paying a premium. And now you want us to pay a premium for FlyKnit. Like, to us, leather is not dead. I think the right shoe with, using the right materials will be a dope shoe and we'll buy it. But it's like they're pushing this FlyKnit and they're pushing fly weaves and all this other stuff.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, OG.
I was gonna say, but now they have a new hybrid. It's called Fly Leather. No,
Fly
not
Leather.
Fly
Oh
Weave.
no, Fly Leather. Yes,
Leather, and it is bits and pieces left from leather with water and fly weave to make up a leather-like material that goes out on these big rollers. They dropped maybe 2 weeks ago a old Nike tennis shoe. It was during some fashion week event or something that they had up in New York, but they bought 4 different silhouettes with this new technology. So Nike is pushing that this whole process is going to reduce their carbon footprint, and they're saying that the carbon footprint for one of those fly leather shoes is half what it is for a traditional leather shoe, in addition to, you know, the other environmental things that it does. So, you know, they're trying to, as Don Turner says, it's supposed to be more eco-friendly. I have not seen them and held them in hand. They claim that it's supposed to be premium, but if it's synthetic, I have a hard time. Even though it is made up from some parts leather, I have just a hard time wrapping my mind around that it's actually going to be a premium leather. But I'm
sorry, but you can't sell me and tell me, oh, this is premium leather when it's synthetic and it's made out of yarn.
Like, no, it's not only yarn. It is. If you watch the little video they have, they literally show them like making a leather shoe and the scraps that are left over. So it is scraps of leather with the fly weave material and water, and somehow it's made up into a sheet, which is like a regular, like how you would see leather, but you know, of course, they don't put leather on a roller, but they say that it's more economical to house because they can just roll it because it's manufactured. They can put it out on all these large rolls and, you know, be able to do, you know, keep it different places and house it a whole lot easier. And it's easier to put it into production because you could actually, you know, any type of, just like you have a you know, paper press or anything like that, you can put the material on rollers. You can set up some type of machine to cut out all of the, you know, whatever the silhouettes are for the leather pattern as it moves down the line.
So for me, eco-friendly is typically the way that businesses give you the conscious rap. In other words, it's got a message, so please don't mind the shitty beat. And that's what they do with this stuff. We don't have a problem with the synthetic if it's quality. The problem is that we used to get synthetic shit and it was trash. So now you're going to slap the eco on it, which means that this is the first run. So please bear with us while we try and get this bullshit out. That's not the problem. You know, if we were worried about economics, Nike wouldn't be producing this shit in these fucking factories in China where they got to sleep in the motherfuckers. So I get you, and the sentiment is there, but if it's quality, make it quality. Don't be sending me no bullshit that's gonna crack after I wear it one wear. You know what I'm saying?
Now, Q the Queen said it perfectly. We need that Wilson leather jacket shoe. We need that Pele jacket leather.
First of all, if we had some Pele jacket leather on shoes, we wouldn't be able to walk. That's a thigh workout. Those are the heaviest in the world. The quality's not in question, but them motherfuckers is heavy. What else?
I need that old school Averex leather jacket.
Tay Baltimore says he could care less about carbon footprint on a pair of sneakers. He drives a truck.
Are y'all gonna really want a shoe made out of scraps of leather mixed with water? But that's us on this side of it talking about how stuff works. They are able to make things that go into your body and don't, like, after you die, they can go in the casket and pick that shit out. So there's quality in shit that I don't know the construction of. All I want it to be is quality. I don't give a shit if it's leather and bullshit or baby foot. As long as the shit is quality and it lasts, and I'm good with it.
And that's what my concern is. Like, I'm gonna put this shoe on. Like, if I get this, if you make a basketball shoe with fly leather and I go play ball in this, how long is this gonna last me?
Right.
You know,
and how long is it gonna perform?
Exactly. How much durability am I gonna have in this shoe?
Yeah.
So
that's my only concern.
Yeah, I would be worried about that.
We have just been bailed. It's time to move to the next topic. I want to go to one of OG's pickups and something that we talked a lot about. We finally got it on the show is the NBA jersey. So Nike is doing the NBA jerseys this year, and Caddy can give you a better explanation, but there's going to be exclusive shoes that you're able to get by scanning the tag on the jersey. Is that right, Caddy?
Yeah. So the jersey has a chip in it that when you use the Nike app, you can scan it and you get premium. You get exclusive content. exclusive what's the word I'm looking for? Access to shoes that nobody else will be able to get, and things of that nature. As you see, OG pulling out the jersey from the bag.
Pause.
Ooh, Don Turner said the jersey's ripping. They're ripping already.
Oh yeah, one of the players from the Lakers got his jersey ripped the other night.
Who was he playing?
I wish I could tell you.
I mean, if they're playing somebody that fouls a lot, I don't blame that on the jersey. If you're playing Draymond Green, I don't blame that on the jersey.
Nah, I don't think they were playing Golden State.
It's not the jersey's fault. He's playing some hackers, man.
So with these jerseys, see, and there's the tag right there.
There it is.
Have you scanned it yet?
Nah, I keep talking. I'll see what I can do.
Okay. So with that and that scan, I'm wondering, this is my biggest concern with that jersey. When it comes to the signature players on Nike, if I buy somebody outside of that signature player, will I still be granted access to exclusive shoes? Like if I get Isaiah Thomas jersey, will I still be able to get the exclusive LeBrons if I don't buy his jersey?
That's an interesting question. I would imagine that they're not going to limit the shit to the one player, because that's obviously going to spike jersey sales. So, you know, even for people like, so we talked about this before too, with this being a Nike thing, if you have a Dame Lillard come out, you're probably not going to be able to get the exclusive Dame Lillard.
Mm-hmm.
So you probably end up getting another LeBron or another shoe when you scan that, because that's what's available. Yeah, I imagine that's going to be the fix.
And that's what I'm wondering. Like, there's a couple of questions I would ask in this. Like, for one, I buy Steph Curry. Am I going to have access to the KDs?
Mm-hmm.
Second thing is, do I have to buy? And I think somebody mentioned it. I think Warrior Blood and Gabriel Kicks mentioned it. Do I have to buy the Charlotte Hornets jersey to get exclusive Jordan kicks? Like
I would be willing to bet money on yes. I would be willing to bet money on yes for that one.
Yeah, so then that makes you want to be like, okay, so I'll just get me a Kemba Walker jersey and call it a day.
Yo, eBay gonna be lit full of Kemba Walker jerseys. They gonna buy the jersey, scan the code, get the shoe, hit this little fuck ass jersey for $50. There you go, get them for the cheap. I got what I needed off this jersey.
Exactly, because you know you're gonna be wanting to buy your favorite player. You're gonna be wanting to buy your favorite team. But if you find out there's an incentive to buying a certain team, like, wait a minute. So they got these Jordan 32s in a Charlotte home colorway?
Yep. With
the throwback jersey? I think I'll be over here.
Sports guy, he had a good point. He said them making it limiting it to exclusive kicks is BS. Why not just give me early access? And that's an interesting point too. And I guess we'll see how this shit flows out, right? Like right now, it's just to get you hooked. Get these jerseys. You're gonna get special shit. They could have said that, and it would have been fine.
And DT and Tay Baltimore, absolutely right. What is stopping somebody from going in the store and scanning these jerseys without buying them? Because that was my first initial thought. And I mentioned that to Beard. These jerseys up. What stops me from going into a store with the app, scanning it, getting the tag, getting the content, and being out without having to buy the jersey?
Well, I mean, you know, it's 2017, so I imagine they're either going to have that covered, so you can't do that, or they'll have. Go ahead, OG.
Finish. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Or they'll have an activation code on the receipt, so that when you buy it, you use this code, and that's what you scan or whatever. I don't think it's going to be all out there willy nilly for people to go ham. Go ahead, OG.
So part of the answer to your thing is on here. I don't know if you can read it now, because it's probably not going to focus.
1 tap in, 2 unlock.
Yeah, so basically what this says is tap your jersey anytime to watch curated NBA highlights. So you got to have the jersey from time to time. It's not just a one time you got it and you've unlocked something. And then the second one says tap on days, since this is a Cavs jersey, the the Cavaliers play to unlock exclusive offers. So it's not that you're going to have to be running in the store, to be able to do that if you want to do it. So like now it's telling me that in 12 days, the Cavs have their season opener. They have some special video that's probably going to show. So maybe that answers part of your question that, the jersey that you get is going to control the information that you get. You can kind of.
It's like T-Mobile Tuesdays.
Yeah. So let me
do
this for a minute so you can see that's what came up, and there's a video there and some other stuff there. Let me see what's here on the bottom. Let me click that out. You guys,
it is a lot. Sports Guy Q said it's too much. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a cool idea for marketing.
It's gonna be too much till something like that 2K LeBron drops where you had to play the game or whatever and get some code out of the game, and some dope ass shoe or something comes out, and then everybody's gonna be looking for it. Which I imagine that at some point, that's probably gonna happen. But at the same time, it is really to just get you to get more jerseys, get those jerseys.
I imagine that someone asked earlier about the Jordan jersey. I'm just going to go ahead and put this out there. Nike Jordan jersey, Concord released December 2018. I wouldn't be surprised to see a tie-in to that shit. Because that's the shoe he broke out in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be shocked. See that jersey drop. See that them Concords release. You get early access or some shit like that. Speaking of NBA, we'll keep the topics going. We got the All-Star game changes. So everything from the All-Star game, the people voting, the coaches voting, picking the players, you get 12 representatives from the East, 12 representatives from the West, top vote getters. The top vote getters out of each conference will be the captains for the team. Those captains will be able to pick players from any conference out of the pool of 24. Well, I guess it'll be 22 since it'll be the last ones left. They'll be able to pick those players to go to whatever team they want to. So you can have LeBron picking KD, picking Curry, picking – well, he ain't going to pick Kyrie. He ain't going to pick Kyrie. But what do y'all think about this? Is this good or bad for the game, and what kind of stuff do you want to see?
Hey, he could pick him and then not put him on the floor.
Well, he's not the coach.
Freeze him out.
Captain.
Freeze him out. Don't put him in. Don't put him in the game.
Listen, bottom line, this is some bullshit.
You and G4 said at the same time.
This is bullshit because you know what? I'm gonna tell you what's missing from the All-Star game. Defense. There is no defense played in the All-Star game. When you turned to the end of the game, what's the score? 200 to 190.
Yeah.
Come on. Steph Curry shooting threes from half court. Impromptu slam dunk contest.
Wait, Caddy. What the hell are you expecting to see? It's an all-star game, dog. You just want to see them play like they're playing Game 7 of the finals?
Dude, when Michael Jordan played in his last all-star game, balling and hit a fadeaway to quote unquote win the game, it would have won the game if it wasn't for a stupid foul. And they were going hardcore in that game. Yeah, like some of them games, they balled. Yeah, I understand it's a different time and I understand it's a different players, but we really gonna watch a high school scrimmage here?
The chat is saying it perfectly. There's no competition. That's what's missing. The competition, the want to compete against another player is not there anymore.
Okay.
You don't agree?
I'm gonna be quiet. Y'all keep talking.
I'm asking you. You don't agree? You
okay, OG. What do you think, OG? I want to hear this.
I just think, people change. Shit changes. There's a whole lot of things that I wish for and I long for, but it ain't here. It is what it is. These guys do differently. They move differently. They've been playing with some of these players since they were 10, 11, 12 years old, through AAU, through through all these different high schools. They jump together, so they move differently. They interact together differently, and they present the game differently. Even the fans are different now in terms of they wouldn't be playing like this and giving you circus basketball and only playing hard in the last quarter if the people that was paying $175 up to $1,500 or $2,500 to go to these damn games didn't want that. They not going there to see no game. They're going there to see their player. They're going there to see Steph Curry jack up a half-court shot and make it. They're going to see 500 alley-oops because it's just like the home run derby. That's what this time.
There's a difference between a home run derby and an all-star game. The all-star game is not a home run derby. That's what you have the slam dunk contest for. That's what you have the three-point shootout for. And the
I get it. I'm saying it's all a circus. You want it to be something serious, and it ain't serious no more. Get over it.
But what do you want? Are you fine with it not being competitive?
It don't matter to me. You know why I go to all-star game if I go? To get kicks.
So you don't care about the game anyway, so that's why you don't care.
It's not going to be – it's a break. Those guys are on vacation. They get extra time. They've made it longer so they can go in the middle of the season and break down and just hang out, and that's what they want to do. If I was playing 82 games a season, I might want to do that too. I ain't going to lie. No, that is what it is.
No, that's bullshit.
But there's a reason.
You can say it's bullshit. I feel you, but I'm just saying that you longing for shit that's gone, bro. They ain't bringing the Packard back. But how dope of a car it was. It ain't coming back.
But here's the thing. There's a reason that they're making these changes, and it's because apparently the ratings have fallen off or people are not content with it not being competitive, and they're hoping that this changes that. That's why they made a change to it. That's why they made the change.
They made a change because of West kicking ass, and they want to be able to balance it out. Personally,
you balance it out by putting more West players in it. So it's not about the East-West. It's about trying to make the game more competitive. The score last year was
and I live in the East, and I want to see East players, so I'm not going to watch no shit that's all West players. I don't care what they're doing.
But you weren't watching it anyway.
Exactly.
You weren't watching it anyway. So for the people that watch the game, the problem is that it's not competitive. 195 points is fucking stupid. That's stupid. And you got to figure out a better way to make that competitive. And I guess if you're going to bring some more interest in it, that's why they did it.
They had 100-point games in the ABA.
They didn't have 195 points. It's 195 points last year.
Fair. But that's
what I'm saying. It's 195 points last year, bro.
It ain't been 195 points for 20 years.
That's exactly that's what we're saying. That's why they're changing it.
Bro, the last 2 years it's been like 180 and 190. Like they were sitting there, let's see if they can get up to 200. Nobody wants to see that shit. That shit is garbage. Y'all ain't sticking no defense. I don't want to watch them score like 200 to 160, and y'all can play defense. Y'all want to wait till the end of the season to play defense? Come on.
We breeze right through that. We're gonna pause this shit. Well, let's get into the chat and see what they're saying. Most of them are saying it sucks. Illa said the new concept sucks. It's still 12 players each conference each way, so the same amount of East to West. Yeah, we got that part, Warrior Blood, so it's not going to help anything as far as that goes. Players get more money since Adam Silverman took over. Yeah, I guess. And then what? I mean, it's still not helping the fans, I guess is my point. Curry was trying to make those threes last year for Craig Sager, though. So, yeah, everyone did want to see that, but that was not the game. Like, I'm fine with the sideshow shit. I think that the skills competition and all of that is dope. I'm actually on board with those. I wish the NFL would do more of those. But when it comes to the game, if we're going to call this a game and we're going to be playing a game for the people that like the competition, make it somewhat competitive. I'm not saying that you got to take a hard charge and no shit like that, but make it somewhat competitive.
Now, before we go to the next topic, remember, there was an all-star game where LeBron was trying to bring the East back, and he got blocked by Kobe, and he wouldn't take the last shot, and everybody was coming up to him going, hey, why you not taking that shot? You got the ball. You need to take that shot. That was only a couple of years ago. So the same way I saw that a couple of years ago, I need to see that now. I pick a team and you pick a team, and then we go ahead and pick these players. First of all, somebody's going to feel uncomfortable because there's going to be a last man standing who don't get picked, who just has to go to a team. And that's gonna make somebody look uncomfortable as hell.
Somebody gonna be playing.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna be playing.
So get back to East West, stick some damn defense.
Are we supposed to be listening to the chat? Man, you made your point, bro. Come on. Come on.
OG's apparently tired of the topic. So let's move to the next topic. OG's checked out of the topic. So OG showed those kicks earlier. We had the Air Force Ones. We've done the Special Forces Air Force Ones. And that was the 35th anniversary of the Air Force One. The conversation came up and the topic came up. Is it possibly time to let those die? Is it time for the Air Force One to phase out? Because they're trying, they've done the FlyKnit with them bad boys. They hollowed out the bottom, done all this stuff. Now we got the Special Forces. Is it time to let that shoe be retired and bring it back at some other point? OG, I want you to answer that one first, bro.
Yes, I think it is. I prefer the cord outsole that they did on the FlyKnits, or how they did the they have some of the Air Force One lows that have the lunar line sole. The things are just bricks. I mean, I get the history of the silhouette. If not, just keep the Dope Boys and a few more of the other ones around and just let the rest of them go. Because it's just there's a reason you can't find too many PF Flyers anymore.
What you think about that, Caddy?
I think OG's being highly disrespectful.
Oh, now I'm being disrespectful.
Yes, you are being disrespectful. Okay, you know why you're being disrespectful? Because the Air Force One is a classic. Most of us who grew up in sneakers, who are from the ages of 25 to 55, grew up with at least one Air Force One. The Air Force One is a classic, whether you had the white on white high with the strap hanging off the back, or the white on white with the mid, or the white on white low.
Didn't I just say keep a couple around like the Dope Boys? Ain't that white on white? You know what I just said?
Listen,
no, answer me. Isn't that what I just said?
Okay, that's fine that you just said that, but at the end of the day, it's a classic sneaker. It's not a sneaker you just throw away. It's not a damn PF Flyer.
I didn't say throw it away.
It's not a Converse weapon. Like, okay, it's an Air Force One, and they've tried to change the technology. And yes, some of it works, some of it doesn't. But it's still an Air Force One, and the Air Force One is one of those classic legacy sneakers that you don't throw away.
Okay, I hear you, bro. We can agree to disagree.
I would liken that to the idea of Reebok getting rid of their Club C's or their classics. Like it's a shoe that should be there. It's just that's part of the culture. It's probably not cost you a lot to make them. Just keep rocking them shits out. Now you don't have to keep doing
it. It's too much. It's too many. This is like 1's. This is too many. Do something else. Highlight another shoe. I'm one of those people. I don't stop at 14 on Jordans, and I get tired of 1 through 14. Give me 15 through the rest. Shine some light on the other stuff that you spent money on making that you don't never produce. So maybe I'll take my opinion and I say put them in the vault for a while, like they threatened to do with the 3s that they were never coming out and they only held them back for like a year. Slow them down. Every damn thing they want to do to a shoe, they throw an Air Force One out there, and I think it dilutes it. I think it makes people tired of it.
College Park made a great point. Converse didn't stop the Chuck Taylors though.
There's a staple shoe. We can go across the board and pick staple shoes for each one. Nike would probably have more than others. Air Force One is one of those shoes I think needs to be available at all times. I wouldn't want to necessarily see them go away with it. I don't think you need to keep doing all the new technology on it though. Like if they come out with that LeBron flyweave shit for Air Force One, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna have to write my congressman on that shit. I'm like, okay, now wait a minute. We can't have the Game of Thrones Air Force Ones.
They already got it. I wore it today.
That's the FlyKnit though. That's not the
same technology. It's same neighborhood, different street.
Well, yeah, but it's not the fly weave. There's a reason that I said it that way, because I said if they came out with the LeBron one, then it'd be a problem. OG, you just trying to fight tonight?
No, I just y'all always just feel like I'm gonna, what I'm gonna say. and maybe I just want to take a different tack.
What are you even talking about right now?
Okay, I don't know. I'm just talking out of my mind now. I'm just talking out of my mind.
And I thought I was the one that was drinking.
Okay.
He on their mouth and on that yak. Skip.
That's not vodka. That's
on their mouth on that yak. Skip.
That's Beltsville water.
He said they're not forcing us. They're forcing ones down our throat. I agree with that. They're definitely giving us options. No one here wears those either. He talking about them Chucks. That's what G4 said to College Park. What else we got in here?
Don't take away my wired telephone. I need my wired telephone with the push buttons. Damn it. Don't you take that away from me. That shit is a classic. I'm sorry. Did I say that?
So you referring to Air Force Ones to a rotary phone? Really?
And he wore the FlyKnit ones today.
I did.
We need to start doing drug testing before we do the show.
See,
really, nigga.
That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I can't just go lift. I gotta.
The take that you took directly contradicts your hump day heat for the day, which is very interesting.
I didn't. How does it contradict it? Just because I have them doesn't mean that I think that they should go away.
That's exactly what you said, though. That's what you said. That was your stance. Is they should go away, but you bought a pair of the new ones of too many options. You got 2 pair. You had 2 pair in today. Of the shoe
so your point is what?
Away. That the shoe that needs to go away, you cop the 2 that you said you don't want options of.
Even if they stop making it.
Thought you had a friend.
Don't.
Go ahead, OG. What was your point?
Next.
All right. So the next one, we wanted to talk about this, and I want to make sure we get this in before we wrap up. Pound for pound. We came up. Pound for pound is one of the places that we looked. It's a consignment shop.
Caddy Lister called your phone number. He said nobody answered.
It goes to voicemail.
Well, why you have the thing up to tell people to call if you're not going to answer the phone? I don't know.
It's supposed to go to voicemail. That should be our number for the Talkin Kicks.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you have to leave a message, Lister.
Pound for Pound is closing. It's a sneaker consignment shop where you can go. We actually went on a couple of times to search for shoes, and apparently, Caddy can give you a better explanation of this. Apparently, people went to go and check out the store and found out that shit was closed. Give us a little bit more information on that. And thank you, Lister, for that. Please, if you're in the chat and you enjoy the show, please smash that like button. Thank you, Lister. I appreciate you reminding me of that.
Yeah, so Pound for Pound had 3 stores, one in California, one in Arizona, and one in Texas. Based on a story that was in the Phoenix News, Pound for Pound closed down without any warning, owing people money, and taking their shoes. There were numerous people who were owed anywhere from $700 up to $1,700.
Hold on. The store happened to close, and they owed me. Like if it was me, they owed me $1,700.
$1,700.
That's that bullshit. Go ahead, bro.
So the thing about the store closing was people could walk past the store and see the shoes in the store window, but couldn't get into the store. And then next week when they went back, the shoes were gone. And the owner of the store cannot be found at this moment.
Holy shit. So somehow, first of all, I'm a bad business person because I gave my shoes to the store to sell. They sent me a notice that said that they sold my shoes and I didn't go pick up my money. So I'm already bad on that end. But now I waited because I read the story. One of the dudes said he sold his shoes like a year ago.
Yeah, over a year ago, selling Yeezys to the store. And oh yeah, they sold 2 pairs of Yeezys for me at $650 a piece and never got paid for them.
Wow. So the question for the panel and for the chat is, first of all, we all know that the story is fucked up, right? We all know that Il said that he got a hit on him. Cute Queen said, I'm still going off the story. It's crazy because we literally just went. I think I just watched one of your videos. Y'all were in Chicago and y'all went to some shit. And it was like the day after I saw that video, I was like, damn, they actually closed. They was just there. I mean, that was July or some shit, but it's still, they closed. We were just looking at the website and we saw that shit. And you're like, damn, they closed now. So for people that resell shoes and sell them to consignment shops, I think, OG, you've done it. I don't know if you've done it before, Caddy. Does this change the way you would interact with certain shops, or does this bother you at all? Dallas.
It bothers me to a certain extent. It bothers me because I'm more of a buyer from consignment shops. And I would hate to buy a shoe that I've been looking for, a highly sought after shoe, pay a premium price for it, and then turn around and the website says unavailable or under maintenance. And then I'm like, you know, trying to figure out, okay, where's my money? How do I get my money back? Or who can I call? And everywhere I turn, it's a dead end.
Right.
So it does make me question that. Luckily, you know, there are reliable stores out there that, you know, you can put your trust in, but this does make you look at these consignment shops and just keep your eyes open a little bit more.
What about you, OG? Because I know that, you know, FootageSociety, I don't know if they do consignment, but I know you've dealt with a consignment shop before that you tried to sell some shoes through. How does this affect you, and does it affect you at all?
I mean, I guess I've just been fortunate. I've not experienced this. I bought kicks from Pound for Pound in Arizona. You know, that was kind of how I found out about them. I try to be careful not to paint a whole, you know, category of stuff with the same brush, you know, of somebody. I know that, you know, it goes without saying that this will have people, you know, raise their eyebrow or look a little bit closer on, you know, situations like that. But you should be alert anyway, because it's your shoes and your money. I mean, I remember the first time I took some kicks to Flight Club, I felt like I need to call them every week. You know, like, where my money at? Did you sell my shoe? Did you sell my shoe? Just because if you're not gone through the process before, you know, that first time can be a little unnerving. You know, I do have to say locally, you know, the people that I've had shoes with, you know, I've not had that experience, but I can only imagine waking up and going someplace and not, you know, they're closed up and I know they got my shoes and they owe me money. Yeah. That's just foul. You know, there's no other way to say it. You know, would it, you know, it'll make me more alert just being in that situation. You know, and it's just like anything. Know who you're doing business with. You know, just like the rules of buying stuff on eBay, or, you know, somebody says they want to buy your shoe and, you know, they tell you to do something crazy that you know you don't need to do. But I would really hesitate to, you know, to try to say, oh, I'm not going to do that no more because, you know, somebody else is doing that when, you know, another person may be a fine, you know, upstanding business. I think Footage pretty much they buy, they don't. Yeah. I think Nicole and Dave were saying from time to time they do take, you know, some shoes on consignment, but mostly what they have, you know, it's theirs. They already bought it.
No, I'm with you on that, man. That's definitely good to point out too, because all these places ain't dealing with the same thing. You know, it's not other people's shoes that they're trying to split a profit with. Sometimes they're just rocking this out for the culture. And I saw a couple shoes on FootageSociety. I'm gonna have to holler at Nicole. They got some really good prices on that stuff. Mm-hmm. I think it's good to point out that as one of our sponsors, the $150 that they're giving us, you can pretty much get damn near any shoe in the store. You know, there's going to be exceptions, right? But you can go in there and you have options. This ain't like one of those miles cards where you can only go from St. Louis to Chicago on the third Monday of the month. Like, you can actually go in there and get some kicks. So we appreciate them for giving that offer up to us. And just so y'all know how this shit works, the money that we get from the shirt sales will help us with back-ending those sponsorships that we have too. So we definitely appreciate y'all, and I'll talk about that again in a minute. For the last couple minutes before we get our final sign-outs, I want to holler at the chat. Y'all get the time to go ahead and be laced. We get laced by the fam. Let us know what questions y'all want us to answer. We'll go through a couple of these questions y'all type up. And you know, I know that Pain82 was asking us, there was a Bruce Lee shoe that he was talking about that came out? Did y'all see that? It was a Bruce Lee up tempo. Did y'all see that at all?
No.
I saw something about that in the chat, but I'm not familiar with the shoe. I don't know.
Pain 82, you have to send us a message or something so we can see that one. I didn't see that. But if y'all got any questions, suggestions, one event, something you want us to take a rip on, let us know. We got a couple minutes here before we wrap up. I guess while y'all loading the questions, OG, can you remind the people about the sponsorships we got this year?
Absolutely. Just real quickly, you guys know that our sponsors for season 1 of Talkin Kicks are FootageSociety. You can find them on Instagram. I think if you check out, there we go, the lower third on Beard right there, you got FootageSociety, at Dezcustomz, at Creative Custom Kicks. That's where you can find them all on Instagram. Those are our 3 sponsors for this first season. Dezcustomz and Creative Custom Kicks are doing a $300 value custom for the winner. What you need to do is subscribe to our YouTube channel, to the Dezcustomz YouTube channel, and then you need to follow Dezcustomz and Creative Custom Kicks on Instagram. Same thing for FootageSociety, the $150 value in the store. You need to follow Talkin Kicks on Instagram and on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube and follow FootageSociety on Instagram. If your accounts are private and we can't verify that you follow and or are subscribed, we will move on to the next person. We will announce those within our break. We take a 2-week break after the first episode, which is the first season, which is 7 episodes. And over those 2 weeks, we'll be putting up some content, which will also include an announcement of the winners of the 2 giveaways.
G4 said Trey Wrong's new album drops the second Tuesday of next week.
and I do need y'all to consider jumping in on that for the Kicks challenge. It's fun. I like to see what everybody's doing out there. So come on, y'all. Come on.
Let's see. What's up with Jordan Brand changing the release dates? Dre Corleone, appreciate you stopping by the chat too. I don't know, man. I feel like they are doing it like record deals now. A record release is supposed to come out and they're gonna keep pushing it back. This shit is like Aftermath Records all over again. I don't know, man.
People were saying that they don't want to drop that same time though. A bunch of those new Yeezys are gonna drop, so they moving off that date so they don't have to compete.
But is it? Yeah, I guess. I mean, you do what you got to do for the money, right? I wonder if it's really a competition because the Yeezy drop is usually done in 4 minutes. It's over.
Mm-hmm.
If you got them joints or not, you can go ahead and get your Nikes. It's still not a big deal. But
now they're dropping in the stores too. So it's not only just that, the people going online. There's, multiple kind of different things. I don't know if it is or not.
It's definitely a weird situation. What do you guys think about that Kith collab? I'm thinking LLs was talking about the Kith that dropped last Wednesday or something like that, or last Thursday.
Which one
that we all struck out on?
Oh, the Air Maestro 2s. Yeah, I wanted the red and black ones because they remind me of the All-Star sneakers that Scottie Pippen wore, and I think it was '93 All-Star game. But I struck out on those. I struck out on the purple ones. So now my eyes are set on the Chimeras.
Okay. You gotta navigate in this sneaker game. Yeah, for the people that showed up late, that were asking about shirts, I want to get this in before we check out for the night. So you will send us an email to talkinkicks@gmail.com, TalkinKicks@gmail.com. Let us know. Now, it would make more sense to send that from your PayPal attached email, so I can just reply to yours. Let us know the size that you're looking for. The shirt dollar amount will be $30. I'm not collecting money now. What we're going to do is once we get those, we will give you until the following Friday, well, not this Friday, next Friday, which is the 13th, to get all those emails in. I will start sending out invoices once we get those in. Please have that invoice paid. We're going by PayPal. Have that invoice paid by Sunday the 15th so I can go ahead and get production started. Sneakerheads Clothing Line is doing the shirts for us. So shout out to them for putting those shirts on for us. They're not doing it for free. This is not a charity. It will cost money. The shirts are $25. Shipping will be $5. I think that's pretty standard and regular. The shirt will be black with the white Talkin Kicks that you saw me and Caddy have on at the SneakerCon Atlanta. That's all we're going to be doing for the first season. If you're interested, if you send the email, please just put that $30 aside and be ready for it come the 15th. If we don't get, it's very simple. If we don't get enough orders to place the order, we don't get enough money to place the order, we won't be placing the order. It's no sweat off our back. We appreciate we appreciate those of you who actually wanted to get the shirts. So thank you for being interested. And that's the way we're going to move with it. So again, hit us up, TalkinKicks@gmail.com. Let us know your shirt size, and we will be sending you an invoice once we get those together. I see smiles on the screen. What happened?
G4 is a fool, and I'm not gonna say what he said.
He must be. Oh shit! I see it now. I see it now. I see it now. Jesus Christ. So we appreciate y'all, man. Another dope show. I can't say with my folks. I want to go ahead and sign out. I will go ahead and sign out first. I'm your man, Beard Jedi, aka the Black Alex B. Keaton, aka Tupac Shakur, aka the Boss Kick Ross, aka Martin Luther King, aka Dunk Master Flex, and aka that predates my government name, Jack Swagless. We'll holler at y'all next time on another episode of Talkin Kicks. Go ahead, Caddy.
It's your boy Cadillac Jackson signing out. Family, appreciate you. Great show as always. Thank you to the best family on, and we'll see you next week.
And it's your boy OGSneekerz. And listen, family, we good. These my boys. Don't take no thing about any problems going on here. Everything's safe. I go and kick Caddy ass as soon as I turn this thing on. Y'all know I've been playing, but I also want to shout out FootageSociety. If you're in the DMV area, check them out over the weekend. They have a pop-up shop. Gary Fines is doing a jersey and action figure pop-up at FootageSociety. So if you're in the area and you're into jerseys and the athletic action figures, you might be able to find you some old Jordan figurines like Jumpman has in the basement of the Jays. But that's all we got. We love you, and there's not a doggone thing you can do about it. It's your boy OGSneekerz signing out, wishing all of you total sneaker family, all the kick talkers and the why nots. One love. Holla.
Appreciate you, kick talkers.